It's a party. We are on and celebrating 14 years of being in business. Come on, party with your girl. Hey, I see my guests backstage jamming. Thank you all for tuning in. I am Tina Dawson, your host and the owner of True Blue Designs. You see the balloons in the background. We are celebrating 14 years of business, and that is a huge milestone. I know a lot of you have probably been with me since 2009, and I truly appreciate it. Please like and share and let everyone know that we are on the air. This party is live on our YouTube channel and on our new Facebook page at True Blue Designs. Before we get started, today is International Women's Day. Today we globally celebrate the social, economic, cultural, and political achievements of women. Today we call for a world where differences are valued and celebrated. And collectively, we can all embrace equity. So that's the motto for this year, 2023. I see you, Chris. Listen, let me get my guest on for tonight. Christopher Columbus is the founder of the Greek Comedy Tour. The goal of the tour is to celebrate the bond, unity, and service of the Divine Nine fraternities and sororities and use comedy as a platform. Now, let me tell you about this gentleman. I called him on a Sunday at 7:30 a.m. and told him about this bright idea I had. And he was so sweet. He picked up the phone and he said, Tina, when I get up, I'll call you back. But he wasn't rude. And I pitched the idea to him to help me celebrate my anniversaries. And this is the third year consecutive that we have had the Greek Comedy Tour to help us celebrate our anniversary. So without further ado, again, like and share. Let everyone know that we are on the air. Help me give a warm welcome to tonight's guest, the founder of the Greek Comedy Tour, my friend, my friend, Christopher Columbus.
They got to embrace. It's International Women's Day, right? It's cold, bipolar. The weather don't know what it's going to do. Man, happy anniversary, Tina. How you doing?
Thank you. I am doing well. I was just saying before we came on the air, I haven't seen you since July.
July, right. I was in Philly. I performed at Boulé. Yeah. Didn't know too many people get to see me or whatever. We didn't promote it well or whatever. But we had a good time, though. It was good to see. I think it was the first time everybody was able to get together because COVID, shut down. How does Asia really want to celebrate a centennial? But you know what I'm saying. But hey, but y'all still did your thing, though. I'm proud of you.
Well, thank you, and I'm proud of you. How many years has the Greek Comedy Tour been in existence?
Oh, since June 11th, it'd be 7 years.
Wow.
It'd be 7 years, right?
You've been busy.
Man, I'm trying, man. COVID put a big roadblock, man. So now we're trying to build it back up, get back to the schools or whatever. People starting to come back outside now and get everything going. So hopefully we get everything going back the way it was and make it bigger than what it like. I really want to and stuff. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, even though COVID happened, you were able to pivot because I was with you quite a few times on shows. You did a comedy show for the Florida State Conference,
right?
And I was my business was the sponsor of that comedy show. So you were able to pivot. So let's talk a little bit about the importance of hey, life happens. So the importance of the ability to be able to pivot when you're in business.
Right. I mean, you have to be. It said life will throw you curveballs. Like really, I think at the time, right before COVID, I was a full-time comedian. I was busy enough to take care to quit my job and do comedy full time. And then when COVID came, it really shut everything down. And I think when COVID hit, we started moving around March. And then like none of the comedians was making money, nobody was touring, doing shows or nothing. So I had to come up with something creative, man. And then I think I was watching Versus, watching all the people do the stuff on the Zooms and people doing the Zoom meetings or whatever. And then I just got this bright idea, man. Shouts out to DJ Chanel B, an official DJ of the Greek Comedy Tour. And we decided, like, hey, I think we can do some virtual shows. And I got with her. We started with the Zetas in Maryland, and it wound up being successful. It started that, and that spun off to we started packaging instead of doing in-person shows. We started pivoting to start doing virtual at a very lower price or whatever. And it was pretty successful. Like honestly, we just did a virtual show last month. There's still some people. Yeah, I think it was the Gwinnett or Atlanta Zetas, North Atlanta Zetas or whatever. We did a virtual show. So you know, we still doing them. So I'd rather be in person, but you know, nothing like the Zoom. You know, Zooms are different. You know, we had to work out the kinks because we really didn't know. You know, at first everybody was on mute and people had their cameras off, and we telling jokes. We didn't know if people was laughing and nothing. So it really felt like if you ever did a radio interview in a radio studio, when you're talking on the mic and people in their cars at home, you don't know the feedback you're getting. So we had to have people some people turn off mute. You know, if they had kids in the background yelling or their husband yelling, looking for their dinner, you know, we want them to stay on mute. But then we had people turn their cameras off so we can see the feedback. And then, you know, some people, their house wasn't clean. You know, they turn them cameras off. Then we had one lady, she had her grandma in the hospital bed in the living room. We're like, turn your camera off. We don't want to see that. You know what I'm saying? So we had a pivot, man. But we had a good time, though. We had a good time.
Now, even though you are a member of the wonderful Blue and White family, right. Some of your comedians, well, it's a Divine Nine Greek Comedy Tour. So even though the owner is a Sigma, you will partner and do and work with anybody in Divine Nine. So let's talk a little bit about that because I think I've had a Q on my anniversary show. I know I had a Sigma. I don't know, did I have an iota?
I don't think you have iota, but I do have an iota comedian. I have a comedian for all D9 organizations.
Okay.
I have over 15 different comedians, but I have access to way more. Working on something now that'll be really big that I think will bring more attention to the tour with some more bigger name comedians, whatever. But I have Eastern Star comedians. I have Masonic comedians. I have comedians from Kappa Psi. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, you know, people that went to college and dropped out. You know, I got all of them. You know, so I got access to everybody. But everybody. My last comedian that I had to get was Simon Gamro, and I got a Simon Gamro, and then I got her, and then we did a big centennial show for the Simon Gamro. So I flew her in from Milwaukee, Chastity, Washington. We had a great show. We had a great time. She set that thing on fire. So we had a great time for the Poodles did it big for their centennial. They did it big. I give it to them. They did it big.
Well, you know, we didn't get to have one.
Yeah, so. I mean, but y'all still, I mean, y'all the best. You know what? I think it's wrong how they did. Man, I think COVID could have came in 2019 or 2020 or 2021. It didn't have to come in 2020. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? But y'all still had a good time, man. Centennial. Then where y'all did it in Philly, y'all did it real big or whatever. So man, I support, whatever. So it was a good time.
Yeah. So what's been up with you, Chris? What have you been up to besides the touring and working? What is new coming down the pipeline? I know you were saying you're working on something big. I know you can't let that secret out, but what else?
Right. I think the next thing I got going right now is my daughters. Get my daughters straight. My kids turn 25 next week. So my daughter she's an entrepreneur also. She's a stylist. So for her birthday next week, she's doing this big fashion support thing. So she's selling tickets. She's like 20 more tickets from selling out. You know, I want to be dad. I wish I could be able to buy them all out for her or whatever, but she's doing real good. So she's doing a big thing. So that's the biggest thing I got right now. So, bigging up, getting ready for the spring, and homecoming's coming up for the tour.
Okay.
So just getting packaged, we did it. We just did a big show in Atlanta this past Saturday. We got footage and everything getting chopped up. So we getting everything for that getting lined up, so I can get ready to promote that on a different level.
Now, where is your daughter's fashion show going to be at?
It's gonna be in DC. Both my twins in DC. Yeah, I got twins, and they both turned to 25. One is going to New York with her friends, and the other one's doing the fashion show. So, and it's like I wish the other one could be there, but I have to catch her next time. But I just seen them all. I raised my girls on old school music. Our favorite group together is Jodeci. So about 3 weeks ago, I flew to DC, and we went to the Jodeci concert, and see JoJo almost pass out, but it was a good time though. So
I
yeah,
didn't know it was touring, so that's good to know.
yeah. Well, it ain't all of them. It's really just two. It's really just two. You know what I'm saying? Two. You know, two and impossible. It's just two and impossible. One kept going on and off stage, and his family kept coming to get him, put him off stage or whatever. Yeah. He shouldn't have been out there. But it's two and impossible though. The main one is there. KC, the one with the pipe, he's still there. Him and Devontae, Mr. Dalvin can do the whole show by themselves. Okay. You know, you don't have to do it without the other two or whatever. So long as you got them two or whatever. And it was a live band, so it was pretty good. So yeah.
Oh wow, and that was in DC. I'm gonna have to look out for. Are you going to go see Jan?
Go see who? Jan? Nah. Heck no. On Good Times. I'm gonna see on Good Times, see that rerun. And no, mommy, no. When she pull that iron out, yeah. I'm gonna see that. Nah, I'm good. I ain't going to see Janet. I ain't going to see Beyonce.
You gonna go see Beyonce?
Nah.
I looked up the cost of the tickets.
Let's go. Somebody go record it. Somebody go live. And I'm gonna sit there for like 2 hours like that. And I'm sitting there for 2 hours like that. And I'm gonna hit like, and then I'm gonna share it so everybody else can see it. Yeah, that's a lot there.
You're gonna be back in Facebook jail.
You know what? But I go free. My bail will be free. You know what I'm saying? You know, I ain't been in a minute though. I've been doing good though. I've been more cautious or whatever. I've been real more cautious. When I get close to doing shows or whatever, because I gotta promote on social media, I try to kind of watch what I do, because you got a show coming up and you in social media jail for like 30 days. Then people look like, why are you not promoting the show? It's like, right. I'm in jail, so yeah.
Let me ask you, I can't remember. What did you do to get in Facebook jail that last time?
Oh my God, it was a post from, I don't remember what it was, but it was so many, man. But I couldn't believe it. Like, it was real sensitive. And what pisses me off is like, I'll post it, and then you see someone else post it, and they got more like, and it's like nothing happens to them. Nothing happens to them. But it was like, I don't know. Would it be me? It'd be like, you know, I know some things I straddle the line or whatever, that a lot of people can touch nerves or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I a lot of stuff I post, I might not agree with it, but I just think it's funny. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like it, if you don't think it's funny, you just keep scrolling. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then there's somebody that'll put a comment or inbox to my stories or something like, you ain't got to comment. You ain't got to tell me you don't like it. You can just keep scrolling, you know. So, but I thought it was funny. 99% chance if I post it online, I pretty much think it's funny. You know what I'm
saying? My goodness. I was so proud of you when you said, no, I have not been in jail.
I have been in
I have not been in Facebook, or does IG have a jail?
Huh?
Does IG have a jail?
Yep, they'll shut you down. Oh man, now I've been threatened like 3 times on TikTok. So I've been threatened on TikTok, whatever. Them guidelines, they put them guidelines up, and you see that you stricken coast or whatever, you be like, man, like what the, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I'm gonna get my life together. I'm gonna stay straight. I'm gonna go PG or whatever. And it was crazy. It was funny. Like this past weekend, the show that we did with the NPAC in Atlanta, it was a clean show. So when I do clean shows, like I talk real slow, so I be self-conscious of what I'm trying to say, so I don't curse or whatever. But yeah, I did good. I did good.
You did a clean show.
Clean show, man. Yeah, me too. I was shocked too, because the last second we didn't know it was clean to the last second. They were like, oh, it's in the school, we can't curse. I was like, what? I was like, oh man. So I had to tell all the comedians. So most of the comedians are every comedian should have at least a 20-minute clean set.
Okay,
That mean you can go anywhere and make you some money. You can perform at a church, a
right.
baby shower, or a repast, or you can go
Mhm.
anywhere and perform. Then you got at least 20 minutes of clean material.
Yeah, because if not, you kind of box yourself in as
You
far
box
as
yourself in,
yeah,
right.
the advertise too.
Then you got then a lot of material. Then if you're clean too, you gotta be like bedroom. I mean, like church. So you got different versions of clean. You know what I'm saying? You got
Okay.
like church clean. You know what I'm saying? Then you got radio clean. Radio clean
Okay.
ain't really clean.
Oh,
You know, if you adult and you've been through some stuff, you know what they talking about on radio. You just not saying the
right.
curse word, but you really, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the songs they play on the radio or whatever is pretty blatant, so you can
Right.
understand.
So you also do fundraisers or partnerships with schools and different things like that. Let's talk a little bit about that because it's not
Right.
just just the Greek scene. So let's talk a little bit about
Nah, we do schools too. We do pretty much like do the
it.
homecomings, spring fest, or whatever is that colleges bring us in for entertainment or whatever. Maybe like most of your state conferences or whatever. We pretty much your best entertainment for like a Thursday, Friday. We come into a school and do it and whatever. And it's and you know a lot of kids, you know, when you come from a yard or whatever, it's probably about 30 Greeks, unless there's a lot of deltas and AKAs on the yard or something, and they be them lines be 70, 80 deep. You know, Sigmas we may stop at 5 or 6. That's a big line for us. You know, that's a big
You know,
line for us. So you
the
know,
deltas
so
that NCAT just brought through 65.
that's a long man. I wouldn't even want like you gotta like how do you do that? Like do you have like 6 lines of 10? Like how do you know all your lessons? You know what I'm saying? That's like having a grandma with a lot of kids. You got a lot of first cousins. And
Like first
you got like having a lot of first cousins and you don't know. Like one of my professors in college, her grandmother had like 20 kids and she had like
wow.
80 first cousins and they went to a football field in the bleachers and they did a family photo and they lined everybody up. And she was like number 32 and she was like 18 people that was her first cousin she had never seen before in her life from a
Wow.
big family. I was the only child, so I'm not part of that big. I'm not used to that. I'm not used to that big family stuff. Yeah, but she got a big
That's
family.
a lot of people.
That's too many people.
Well, back then, they were what would they do? They were well,
They
I
ain't
was
have condoms. Just go ahead and say it. Just go ahead and say it. They want you no protection. And what they say now, pull out. They wasn't doing none of that back then. Yeah, it was different. It was different back then. It was different then. You ain't going nowhere. Back then, you know they say you got so many kids, ain't nobody gonna want you. 18, 19 kids, you're right. You're right. Big mama ain't going nowhere.
I was gonna say they would be a fruitful and multiply. That's what I
Very
was trying
fruitful.
to say.
Very fruitful. Like Big Mama, like, man. You know what I'm saying? You got that many brothers and sisters, you know all of them ain't gonna get along. It's hard for 2 or 3
Yeah.
siblings just to get along, but you got that many, man.
Mhm.
Man, like how many cars? Like all y'all can't go nowhere in one car.
No,
Man,
no,
please.
no. Got a carpool. Can't
A whole football team.
vacation, family reunion. It's a lot.
Hey, 3 people to a bump bed. I already know. Everybody sleep head toe. Wipe your feet off before you get in the bed. Your feet dirty.
I've heard of people that had like 9 siblings and they were all boys. And like you
Right.
said, they had to share a couple of rooms or,
Man.
they had to make it get in where it fit in. They had to make it work.
Man, that's crazy. I think God ain't have to experience none of that, man. But that's a lot of siblings. I bet it was fun though. I bet it was hard, but I guess you get older, it become fun as you get whatever. But growing up, you just like you can get lost, like for real.
Yeah, and you're never by yourself.
Man, like that little white kid on Home Alone. Like his mama should have went to jail. I don't know how that little boy get left at home so many times. And nothing happened to his mama. Like, man.
Oh, he was bad.
He was bad. Like how you get to the airport, get on the plane, and land before you realize he ain't there. I think they left them on purpose.
Different cultures
Cultures. You're right. You're right.
do
You're right.
different,
You're
they
right.
have different stories.
Hilarious.
Right there.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. Good answer.
So let's talk a little bit about, because people may not have seen the last two episodes
Right.
that you me interviewing you, but tell them
Right.
tell the audience a little bit about where you're from, and talk a little bit about how it was you being only child.
Oh, I think well, and most people know, like, if you really know me, that my real name is not Christopher Columbus. That's just my stage name. My first name is Christopher, and I'm born and raised in Columbus, Georgia. So I put those two together. I guess everybody know that I was the only child. Military dude, went in the military, spent 15 years active military, and then did the rest reserve. Got out. I have two kids. About to be 25 now. So, yep. I used to DJ. I used to do. If you lived in Atlanta and you used to listen to Spirit of Hip Hop or with the Coco Brother, I used to be on that radio show. Let's see. Growing up being the only child. I think what was good about me living being the only child, I grew up in apartments. So it was always a lot of kids. I wasn't by myself. But when you walked in the house and you was the only child, it's like it was always you. Like your mom, like if you got siblings, your mom walk in the house and she'd be like, "Who broke my glass?" You know what I'm saying? And you be like, you point or whatever. When you the only child, you already know. It's like, what was you doing? What was you doing? And if you didn't do it, that means you had somebody else in the house that wasn't supposed to be in the house. So that was like the first whatever about being right.
That's true. Well, how was it with you raising the twins? Did they stay? Were they mischievous? Did they get in trouble?
You know what? Being honest, like they were good girls. Like honestly, like I think I was a fun parent. Like they grew up most of their life in Valdosta with their mom.
Okay.
So I think I was the fun parent. Like growing up Valdosta for them was like real small. They didn't have that much. Like I lived in Atlanta, so Atlanta had the Chuck E. Cheese, and I had all the fun stuff, and I had the PlayStation stuff. Yeah, so it was like during the summer, the holidays, or whatever, they would come to Atlanta and stuff. So yeah, so everything was pretty dope. How raising was like it was different. So because like I think one of the biggest things with having kids was because I really don't know my biological. I just wanted my kids to know who I was. You know what I'm saying? So just being in life, and it was cool. It was cool. You know what I'm saying? But after being the only child, everybody's like, you want a son, but after getting that first daycare bill, I was like, nah, I'm good. Daycare. I was like, nah, I ain't good. I ain't know. Like me and my kid's mom, said we trying to figure out like who's gonna pay for what. I didn't know because she already had a kid before me, so I didn't know things what else. So she's like, okay, you want to pay daycare, and I get the bottles and the milk and Pampers, all that. I'm like, oh yeah. I'm gonna help or whatever. Man, we went and found a daycare. Man, I think like what? I think I was like an E4 in the military. I thought I was an E5 in the Army. Man, I probably was bringing home probably like $800 every 2 weeks or something. And man, that daycare was like $300 a week. I was like, what? Man, I had to sell everything, boy. I was like, oh my God.
That daycare bill is no joke.
Man, I couldn't believe, man. I was totally like shocked, but whatever. Like it was very depressing in the beginning. Like like she was like, you sure? And I'm like, yeah, I help with daycare. Then I remember she's like, well, we're gonna take them here and whatever. I'm like, what? Like it's like how much? I think it was like $300 a week. I was like, wait, we gotta renegotiate. Yeah. I need some financial aid.
I celebrated with my daughter with the pre-K. I'm telling you, I think I took myself out.
Man, you hit the milestone. You hit the milestone when they get out of Pampers. When they get off their infamy. when they get to school, man, get them print, man. It's like, oh my God,
Oh,
man.
boy.
Then the ultimate joy, man, when you get out of school and they paid off, oh my God. They ain't never totally paid off though. They still be in your pockets.
Yeah, 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 yeah. What is some advice that you would give aspiring entrepreneurs that may be listening? What are some do's and don'ts, or what are some things that you've learned through your 7 years of being
Um,
a business?
what I tell people is first, like it may not be the best advice, whatever. I tell everybody, wait till you start making money before you get legal. I know it sounds good to be legal, get an LLC, get a business license, get all this other kind of stuff. Then you do all that kind of stuff, then you don't make no money. And then you got all this kind of stuff you got to keep up. Now the government know you got a business. Now they know to look out for you. Wait till you start making money before you go get all that kind of stuff. Second, do your homework. Know what you're doing. Make sure you're ready to be dedicated or whatever. And also make sure that you find your supportive team. I think not when I started, even till now, whatever, I just was like, I think maybe it was like the only child in me or whatever. I was like, I can do everything. And I realized like I know this part, whatever, but like marketing and promotion stuff is not my strength or whatever, just trying to get out or whatever. And I just like just finding having people who I guess it's like a real business owner or the president of the United States. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
President of the United States probably never been in the military, but he's over the military. So he got somebody Secretary of Defense. You got somebody Secretary of Labor. So get somebody who is smarter than you, but don't know they smarter than you, and let them do whatever your weaknesses is and whatever, and be willing to let them take you forward. I think with mine it was like comedy is like a cutthroat business. So comedy is like
I've heard.
everybody's so used to being on stage by themselves. So when you come and you like got to share and like do this or whatever, they
Hmm.
all gotta they all they all everybody don't conform to it too easily or whatever. They so used to doing it themselves or whatever. And then there's always a shift change. It's the old school with the new school. Trying to
Uh-huh.
work whatever, what I'm saying? Because a lot of the old school comedians was like, when they was coming through, they have that comedy jet, they had comic view and
Yeah.
all these kind of stuff to showcase their talents and stuff. So
Hmm.
then here comes these internet people who could just, you can you ain't gotta go to comedy club to perform. You can pick up your phone and you
Right.
can perform on your phone and have hundreds of people watch and they can share it and go all day. You go to comedy club, it's just them 30, 40 people that's there that saw you and realize, man, you were pretty funny. But if you
Right.
do it online and those people came, whatever, so I think it's a big shift change or whatever, just adjusting and learning the new ways, whatever, just realize the time change. I guess the same way in music,
Hmm.
anything or whatever changing, whatever, radio, losing out the podcast and all
Hmm.
this other kind of stuff and streaming. Nobody's buying albums no more.
Yeah.
Everybody just stream. Yeah, that means time changes, man. So you gotta adjust. So I think you gotta realize. I think if you get in the game and you want to start something now, and people have been doing it for like a year or two, man, unless you got some big idea to take it to another level, man, you might as well don't even try that. You got to
Yeah.
figure out what you think. Try what you think is gonna be big in the next 5 years and
Right.
work on that, and then hopefully you hit a home run and stick with that, man. But steady your grind. Don't think it's an overnight thing. If you're looking for something that's an overnight success, man,
Hmm.
the business world in it, and something can happen, you can set back. Man, you're dealing with people, man. When you're dealing with other people with your brand, you really taking a chance. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because last, especially on a comedy show, you do a comedy show, a comedian go out there and say something that disrespects everybody.
Hmm.
They're not gonna say he did this. They go like the Greek comedy tour did it. Now you gotta take a hit. You know what I'm saying? It's like a restaurant that served bad food and it was just one person that did something bad or whatever, but that whole chain catches a bad name. So you gotta
Yeah.
have good people with you, man. That's willing to be in the best interest for you and themselves too. Like I tell my
Hmm.
guys, like, man, we could do this forever. You know what I'm saying? Because no matter what organization we in, we all got to raise money and give it away.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just trying to get these guys and give these chapters and other organizations another opportunity to fundraise, to raise money, instead of having that scholarship dinner with that dry chicken and them green beans and them roasted potatoes. You know what I'm saying? Charge $80.
And the eggplant that looked like a fly.
Charge $80 a ticket, and then the kid that get a scholarship, he come because he come free, but his mama can't come, his daddy can't come because the ticket's so high, the teachers can't come or whatever. So just giving people, because we got people out there still washing cars and selling cakes and doing different things or whatever. Yeah, 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 yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to be another team. Oh yeah, and y'all stop sending me emails about that daggone popcorn. I ain't buying no more popcorn. That double popcorn ain't all that. You know what I'm saying?
I got
Man,
more than 2 kids.
man,
I got 4.
call me. You need a fundraiser, you want to make some money? Call me. And it's black owned. You know me. You don't even know them double good people, man. Everybody selling popcorn, man. Like, man, my child, man, dang. You know what I'm saying? Can't go to Walmart. They outside selling Girl Scout cookies now. Before it just the thing. Well, now they write that in the entrance, like where you get the buggies. Like they put the little sheet in the buggy for you. Like, man, I'm not buying them cookies. Leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? Man, find something else. But most definitely leave that popcorn alone. I ain't buying no more daggone popcorn. My God, so he last one.
4 people. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, is it the popcorn season? Is everybody doing this fundraiser at the same time? I mean, is it not like a winter one, a spring one?
Yeah. Like for real, man. Everybody doing that thing, man. So
It's
yeah.
good now. That's some good popcorn.
It's some good stuff.
I can't support everybody.
So
I can't.
yeah, I did.
Hey, let me ask you this. Has there ever been a situation where, tell us about a situation that, when you were, if there has been one, that you were probably doing your live show and somebody in the audience, have you ever had a situation like that? Now, I know one of your comedians.
The comedians, I'll be honest. What was funny was last year, me, Omega comedian Steve Brown, Zeta Phi Beta comedian Nicole Blue were in Meridian, Mississippi last year for the State of Mississippi Phi Beta Sigma Conference. And so we had an event. So we're doing a state conference or whatever. So it's kind of warm. So I'm the host. I started off. Nicole does her 20, 30 minutes or whatever. So the headline is on stage. So at this time, everybody who's at the door checking the gates, the doors and checking for tickets, they come in and enjoy the rest of the show because they figure ain't nobody else coming. Okay. They leave the door open or whatever. Man, only Mississippi, a crackhead lady walk in, drunk, walks in and just started talking. She walks like to the front of the stage and she started asking for the microphone. So it was funny. So, and then if you know Steve Brown's that comedian that got attacked on stage in South Carolina. Yeah, right. So he's looking. So he sees her out the corner of her eye. And I'm in the back. So I'm looking like, who the heck is it? Like, how the heck she just get and just walk right up front? And so we pretty much got to sit down and talk, whatever. So yeah, it was a pretty scary event. But we didn't really know what the heck she was doing. And then she was just talking through the whole stuff or whatever. So it's like throwing also. And Steve is performing. He's looking out the corner, I seeing what she doing or whatever. So it was crazy. It's all funny now.
So it happened while he was on stage.
Yeah, while he was on stage. Yeah. And she walked straight up to the stage. Like she walked straight in. And like the door came in was like parallel to the stage. So she came straight in or whatever. And she started talking about talking like 5 heartbeats. Or Eddie Kane, let me sing. I don't want to sing. Give me the microphone. And Sarge, I think Sarge is there. So yeah, I know Irving was there. Brad was like, man, like what the heck? And so Steve made fun and he yelling out, Chris, should I give her the mic? I'm like, hell no, don't give her the mic. I don't know what she gonna do. I don't know what she gonna say.
Oh my God. I can only imagine the people that you named. I'm laughing because I can only imagine what happened.
Yeah, because everybody guard was down. Everybody's like, okay, cool. So the show's been going on for like an hour and a half. It's closing, everything. So everybody else outside taking tickets, they come in, enjoying the rest of the show. They good or whatever. And here she come, just strolling in, and she goes straight to the front of the stage. And it just like, and then they told her to have a seat or whatever. We told her when the show is over with, we'll let her sing or whatever. And then soon we get off stage, whatever, cut the mics off or whatever. It's like, man.
I was going to say, if people do not have a clue what we are talking about as far as comedian Steve Brown, you need to go to our YouTube channel, type in Steve Brown, and watch his interview, because he talks about the incident where he was attacked on stage. He tells us all about it. So we're not going to have you to go watch his interview.
Yeah. Steve, one of the crazy dude, man. Steve was in Atlanta Comedy Theater Underground this past weekend. I pulled up on him, whatever. It was one of my closest friends. So yeah, that's my dude. So yeah. I think me and Steve we're doing Grambling in April. Yeah, we're going to Grambling in April. Yeah. Okay. He does Grambling every year, so it's a big thing. So Grambling be lit. Grambling be lit. Nah, man, Grambling be lit for real. It's great.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it's not like Mississippi.
Nah. They party down there. One of the funny stories about Grambling was we did a homecoming. This was like 4 years ago for the pandemic. We did a homecoming. And if you ever see Steve getting asked about this was so funny. So we go out. So it's Saturday day of the game this morning. So we have the show that night. And we do the weekend, so it's like they do a comedy show Friday, host a concert that Saturday, and Sunday is a step show. Mm-hmm. So we wake up Saturday, everybody got the attention. You know how homecoming is, everybody's out with us, but we hungry, so we trying to find some food. We don't want to buy no food, we won't try to eat or whatever, but we really don't know a lot of people. So Steve had a Omega jacket, I had a Sigma bracelet, and I had a hat, and I had a hat on or whatever. So we walk around trying to find food. So we find the blue and white table, and then they cooking, food ain't ready, but we hungry, so we start walking whatever. So Steve we find the Omega tent. So we go there, whatever. So Steve like, yo, I'm gonna go in and we'll get some food, whatever. So he said, let me talk to him first and let me introduce whatever. But they had been drinking like for whatever. Man, when I tell you, Steve said, yo, this is my boy Chris or whatever. Now, Maya had a Sigma hat and a wristband. When I tell you, every one of them Omegas gripped me. And so it was so funny. So Steve, so when we ate, I was caught off guard. I don't drink. So Steve don't drink either. So we like laughing, whatever. So Steve, we leave without, yo, Steve, come here, whatever. I gripped him. He's like, what the hell? I said, man, every last one of them dudes in that grip, man. He said, what the? He said, I said, I don't know. He said, you got on no Sigma hat. I was like, yes, bro. I said, but all the fools thought I was a damn Omega because you said you was one. They ain't even validate whatever. And he should get whatever. So that one funny story. He's like, man, 3 of them. They were all drunk, whatever. They were just like, hey, man. I ain't know what. I was like, I'm like, and they're like, cool with that. Get all you want, bro. All the chicken, all the. I was like, man, hell yeah. I ain't say nothing. Then when we left out the tent, I was like, yo, Steve, come here. And he's like, what? He's like, man. I was like, man. He said, no food. That's a man. Every last one of them. Every last one of them, bro.
That trying to be funny, but that sound like that would happen at a Q-tip.
Man, for real. You'll see, man, like one of the funniest stories or whatever, man. And he just like, man, are you freaking serious? I said, bro, all the fools in the drunk, man. All the grip, man. He said, man, what'd you say? He said, I said, it's my boy Chris, man. We just trying to, man, hang out, get something to eat, whatever. Hey, man, get what you want, whatever. So it was just like, and then they went on to talking, and we sat over there and laughed and talked or whatever, and we ate, chatted for like 20, 30 minutes, and we left out. So, yeah.
So they were so drunk, your blue was purple.
For real. I had gold boots on and the signature. It was crazy, man. I didn't know what it was. I was making for like 20 minutes. I was by Greek. And, you know what I'm saying? I was by Greek. I was straddling the fence for some chicken.
The things we do to get some food.
Man, thing you do get some food, man. 'Cause we were like, man, the blue and white they were just frying up the grill. The cold one and white, yeah. So we had like, man, so we were like, it's gonna be about another hour or so. And then we can't be the first ones to get a plate. So, it was everybody just sitting
Right.
there listening to music. So they ain't gonna let us eat first. So we just trying to hang. So when we asked, or whatever, they were like, they still cooking, whatever. We couldn't just walk away because that's been the only reason we were there. So I'm talking to people, introducing, like, yo, y'all come to the show tonight? Like, man, whatever, like, cool, talking, whatever. So we just started walking. Whatever. And then, had the big campers out or whatever. And then we ran to the Omega tent. And then Steve was like, man, that my camera flickering like that?
It's not flickering.
Okay, cool.
No, it's not. Yeah. Well, I know you have seen some crazy stuff. So give us your what does the Greek comedy tour look like within the next 3 to 5 years? You got me laughing, so I'm about to lose my voice.
I think next is to keep promoting branding. I want to do at least get to where we start doing at least 10 schools a semester. Okay. I want to be the entertainment for like all the state, regional conference, boulets, conclaves. The plan is to move forward is to get a bigger name comedian, A-list comedian, Greek comedian, and put my comedians around them. Like let the big comedian host, and then I come off stage, just handle all the back scene stuff and put them around and that kind of stuff. So that's the biggest thing, man. So just grinding. We just had a big show with the NPHC of Atlanta this past week, which was great. It gave us a lot of exposure. So we're just trying to promote on that. And then, so if you was in Atlanta, you missed out. I know. That was a crazy thing. They did it while it was a state conference for the Sigmas or whatever. I was joking with the Sigmas at the show when I did roll call, and I called out the Sigmas, and the Sigmas called up. I was like, they ain't financial. Because all the financial Sigmas in Augusta. And they were like, no. I was just joking, whatever. I was like, yeah, they ain't financial. If they ain't financial, they'd be in Augusta.
You messed them up.
Yeah, but I mess with them. I mess with I mess with the AKAs. Oh, the Simon Game Rolls was mad at me. Cause the Simon Game. Man, I'll pick it because they made Fantasia, you know what I'm saying? Made Fantasia honorary poodle, man. So I was like, man, that's dope. And, the other Greeks, they was mad because they made Fantasia. You know what I'm saying? They're like, she can't read and all this other kind of stuff. So now she had to make a statement talking about she going back to school, going to college and stuff. And I was saying that, the poodles, when they play that Too Short, they go crazy. They play that Shake That Monkey, right? So I played, I told them they need to change the song from Play That Monkey, and I had the DJ play Fantasia, Baby Mama. I said that was going to be the Fantasia new, they're going to be the Sim Game Road new song. BABYMA. Yeah, they ain't like that, man. They ain't like that. I was joking. And then, all of us we ain't had our centennials, right? Ain't but one left. And I ain't gonna be here to see it. So I know they gonna be here to see it, man. I ain't gonna be here for that one. So they gotta do it big. They ain't seen 8 other centennials. So I don't know who they gonna have that's gonna top.
They've seen 7 other centennials. I keep telling you that.
Oh man, you're right. You're right. I get it. I understand by 2020. I get it. But they seen everybody do it. So now they got 40 some more years to get it right. And I don't know who they gonna have that's gonna top everybody else.
I'll be 94.
Man, I'm 52 now, so I don't know.
92.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I told them, I said, I don't know who they gonna get, man. You know what I'm saying? So I know they've been saying Jesus coming back. So maybe he come back in 2063. That'll be big. That'll top everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
When you say that'll top everybody else and the rapture come at 63. Nobody will be able to top that
Yeah.
statistic.
Yeah. And then I pick with them, Seven got roles. Like everybody got brothers, you know what I'm saying? The AKs and the alphas, then you got the omegas and the deltas, then you got us and the zetas and stuff. Seven got roles, y'all gotta pick. You gonna be the Kappas or you
That was
gonna be
like not
Iota. You get
playing.
your damn brothers.
They
Y'all
not
can
playing.
I didn't get you some brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who you gonna get.
Hey Chris, it was during football time. I was at some friends' house. We was watching Sunday night football, and a
Yeah,
Duke walked in.
yeah,
And a Kappa Duke.
yeah.
So he walked in, and I was joking with him, and I said, we're the true brothers and sisters. Everybody else claim,
Right.
but you all are not having it. He like, we don't have no sisters. He was serious. He was like, oh no, we don't have no sisters. I was like, dog.
It sounds like somebody. I don't want no kids. I don't want nobody like that. They like the problems. Who have they talked to that made them realize that you don't want no sisters? I can see you saying like, I don't want to get married. I don't want to date no one with another woman. I don't want to marry. I don't want to get married. But to say you don't want no sisters, you know what I'm saying? I can think of a lot of reasons why it's good to partner with whatever, but to be like, nah, we don't want no sisters. So it's like, man, it ain't but one set of sisters left, and it's two sets of brothers. Now I don't know if y'all want to make two sets with two brothers, but I think man, get you some sisters, man. Just pair it off or whatever, man. It ain't no wrong with having some sisters, man.
But you know what's funny? But you know what's funny is depending on what yard. When I went to West Georgia, it was the alphas, the AKAs, and then the Qs and the deltas. But I heard that depending on what yard you're on, it may be the deltas and the
Kappas.
No. You don't claim anybody.
I know. I'm trying to give him some sisters, man. He can't be the only child, man. I know how I feel to be the only child. So I don't want you to be. I don't want to be the only child. You know what I'm saying? You get more gifts, man. You get more celebration. You know what I'm saying? Y'all.
That man said we don't have no sisters.
I don't want to be a Kappa, but I just want to know the reason why. You know what I'm saying? I need to read the minutes on who voted when they voted. When they voted, I don't want no sisters. I want to read the minutes of that chapter meeting and say, okay, we ain't gonna have no sisters. And then I want to know who the hell seconded, and I want to know. I need to talk to them. Who the hell seconded? Seconded. They don't want no damn sisters.
Oh my
second that. I second that. Like who the hell?
I've talked to plenty of them, and like I said, it just recently happened during football season. But I've talked to plenty of them, and they're like, nah. Maybe you need to do a show about that.
I talk about whatever. I always talk about it. We don't do no Greek bashing, man. We just poke fun. We just have fun, man. Now, so before everybody's talk trash, before we hit 100, then before y'all hit 100, not everybody 100. Well, not everybody. Right. Not everybody 100. So it's like we grown now. Like it's like turning 21. Like we all go. You go out. We all go out, and it's like, man, he can't get in. Why? He ain't 21. Like what? And then you can do fake ID or whatever. Give him your drive license. I got this, and then we let him go first. And then if he get in, then we all go. But if he don't go, we gotta go. So we gotta go to Chuck E. Cheese or Dave and Buster's because he can't get in because he ain't 100. Because he ain't 100. But now everybody, we all can party and do adult stuff now. Now that we're 100 except for one.
Except
we waiting on them. And I don't know. I'm being in the upper room when they hit 100, man. I don't know.
The rapture gonna come.
What?
The rapture gonna come. I'm gonna be looking for it.
Man, and then Steve Brown's so crazy. We did every Founders Day in September. We do the Iota Founders Day in San Antonio.
Oh, so you do? Okay.
So we go to San Antonio. We do it, whatever. So. We didn't do it on the birthday 2 years ago because I had hit 50. I allowed having a party. We had to wait till the week after. So they were nice enough to do it too. So they had next week. And this was the year before that was the exact same year their founder died on Founders. Do you remember that when they founder died on Founders Day?
No, I didn't know about
Oh my
that.
God, I think it was 2019. They Founders Day on Founders Day.
That
And
was
that day,
the last founder.
nah, they got some still alive.
Oh, okay, but one of the founders.
Yeah, I think one of them still alive. Yeah, one's still alive.
I didn't know about that. Go
Oh
ahead.
my God. And that daggone Steve Brown was in there, man, cracking so many daggone jokes, man. It was like he was alive. Y'all found us. It was like, man, shut up, man, before we lose this gig, man. Shut up. I'm like, man, cut his mic. Control Alt delete him, please. Cut him off. Like when he say something in, whatever, man. But them brothers IOTA, man, was so fun, man. We had so much fun with them, man. They laughed. They just thought they just took it in stone vibe. But I was worried though. I was worried. So that was our ride to the hotel and our ride back to the airport. So it was like, man, we go to Uber. We like go to the airport right now and just sleep there.
Cut his mic off.
I was like, man, he about to like. I was like, man, he's like, what? He died on Founders Day. I was like, oh my God, bro, stop. No.
You gave him material.
But shout out to the. Go ahead.
Don't you say shout out to the IOTAs?
Big shouts out to IOTAs, man. I love y'all boys, man. I love them, whatever, because your conclave is in Atlanta this year, July 25th through July 30th. And the Greek Comedy Tour is your entertainment for the 27th and the 28th. I will be hosting your open forum. Drew Frazier, your frat brother, Drew Frazier from IOTA Phi Theta from New York Kings of Comedy will be your host for the Sneaker Ball. And Kelly Kales from Delta Sigma Theta will be your entertainment for the gala. It was just, formal, but sneakers. So, yeah, love y'all, IOTAs. Shout out to y'all, man. However y'all did it, whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
hey, for real, huh?
Told that because I didn't know they were coming here. So it's
conclave.
It's the week after your conclave.
Yep. The 20. It started the 25th. All the IOTAs been in Atlanta, except for that one IOTA that was on Good Morning America. Did you see him? Did you see the good? You see? Oh, Tina, you gotta watch the Good Morning. Yes, you see it. You just.
the bow, the shield.
Nah, he didn't do that. He was like, arm and hammer. Oh, the boy was mad at my boy. He was mad. So all the IOTAs will be in Atlanta in July, except for him.
He's banned.
They mad at him. The Omegas mad at theirs too. The Kappas, all of them mad at them people that was on there.
You got a platform like that, you got to send your best.
You got to see it. And you know, they sent them from Howard. So you know they sent them from HBCU. So you know all the Greeks from Jackson State, Alabama, and A&M and Alabama State was like, them ain't swag Greeks. They ain't swag. Them ain't swag Greeks.
Yeah, somebody sent me the footage. Somebody sent me the footage. And I watched.
Oh my God, man. Yeah, man. And then the show in Atlanta we did, they all had just seen it. So yeah, it was funny though. So yeah.
More
hey, shouts out to the IOTAs though, man. Thank you for hiring your boy. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a good time. You know what I'm saying? So me, Kelly Kales, and Drew Frazier from the Greek Comedy Tour will be in Atlanta for the conclave in July. So yeah.
Well, thank you for mentioning that because I'm going to make sure that I clear my schedule and go because I've never been to, believe it or not, I've never attended a conclave. Well, I take that back because I did do the one in Atlanta in 2011. Yes.
Right. I wouldn't even, you know what crazy name was? In 2011, I wouldn't even do a comedy in there. I was DJing. I was the DJ by the pool and I was the DJ at the hospitality suites there. I was DJing there.
Wow.
I was DJing. I wasn't even doing comedy. I didn't start doing comedy until 2013. That conclave 11, I was the DJ. I was DJing in the hospitality suite at I can't remember the hotel we was at, whatever. But it was downtown.
I thought it was the Sheraton.
It was a Sheraton. It was a Sheraton, and then it had the little pool area around back or whatever. So yeah, I was DJ Christopher Columbus then. I wasn't even thinking about comedy. You know what I'm saying? Then like a couple years later, the whole life changed. So yeah.
Right. So
Right.
listen, before we end the show,
Right.
Christopher, you have been such a awesome friend to me and to the business. You have always supported me, and you know, when I called you at 7:30 in the morning on that Sunday.
You know you're gonna call that early, man. You know something wrong. Like, oh my God.
But you know what? You were very respectful, and you when I said, hey, I got this idea for my anniversary show. What do you think? You was like, if you got a little saying. What was the saying that you said? It wasn't bad. It was something. You
I
had
got
a little.
you. Probably was I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah.
I got
So,
you. Yeah.
so we put it on in 21.
Right.
It was a hit. We put it on in 22. It was a
Yeah.
hit, and now we're in 23. So I wanted to do something nice for you, and so a box was shipped to you.
Oh
And so
yeah.
hit the box.
I've been waiting to open it. I can open it now?
Yes, you can open the box, but you gotta
Oh man. See, look, it's still sealed, so I ain't open it. I ain't open it.
You
I
have
look
to
at, but look. Every day I peel a piece of tape. Every day, like Christmas, you know, you look up there, I'll peel a piece of tape. I would tear it out, whatever, and then I would cut the ceiling fan on and let it blow and see what more come up or whatever, and then I would try to look up under there. But every day I let whatever.
Now once you get it open, you have to follow my instructions.
Okay, okay. You gonna tell me what to do.
I'm sorry about all the tape. I just have this thing with tape. My kids
I got
talk
you.
about it during
I got
Christmas.
you.
So okay.
I can open it though?
Yes, you can open it. You can open it.
Okay. We might need another hour to get through all that tape though, for real.
Don't talk about me.
Oh, she taped the sides too. Oh yeah, you put a lot of tape on here for real.
I wanted to make sure it got to you in one piece. It ain't that bad, Chris.
Oh, here goes that. Oh,
Y'all, he dropped the ball.
We got paper. Oh, thank you. It's pretty. Look at it.
Okay. That's right. True Blue Design. That's it. Okay. So
you got another box.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Man, you got.
You have Chris.
Okay, I got a box. It is. Guess what? It's tape.
Listen. Because I knew. I said you gotta follow instructions. There's something else in the box that I hope you didn't drop that box because it's glass.
This.
Okay, that's the last thing you're gonna wait. Okay, no. Is that the medium size one?
This.
Which one is a 1 on it, a 2, and a 3?
All right, that's 2.
Numbers on.
That's 3. Oh man.
So open up number 1 first.
1. Okay.
And that's my thank you for 2021.
Oh wow. Oh, yeah, I love this. Yeah. I should have worn it to the Q-tip, like for real.
So that's your first gift, and me saying thank you.
Thank you
for believing in us and putting this show together for 2021.
Oh,
okay. Now open up package number 2.
Okay. Man, we should wait 8 years.
This is Christmas. This is Christmas.
For real.
Christmas in March.
Hey, we got to show Sark. I know Sark didn't get none of this stuff.
You got it. You got to say thank you.
Oh wow. Oh my God. Thank you. It's nice.
Hold it up. Okay. It's a shadow box with
The
your
shadow
shield in it.
box. I love it.
All
Thank
right.
you.
That was for 2022.
Dude, the
All right.
2023.
Let's do 2023.
You got a drum roll. Oh wow.
Open it up.
Oh my God, for real.
Yes.
I'm gonna wear this tonight. It's I'm gonna wear this to somebody's Bible study. I ain't even got a Bible, but I'm wearing this to Bible study tonight. You know what? Oh my God, I love it. I'm wearing this to my next show.
Chris, listen, I just want to
Appreciate
tell
it.
you, thank you so much for
Thank you.
believing in me. You did not have to do what you did. Thank you to all the comedians. They were awesome. And the ones that are coming, for everybody, Chris sets up the Greek Comedy Tour every March to celebrate True Blue Design's new anniversary. We have new comedians coming. Every Wednesday in this month, we have
Yeah.
new comedians. So you need to like, share, subscribe, and make sure you don't miss a Wednesday in March. Because when we celebrate our anniversary, we bring laughter, and it comes through the Greek Comedy Tour. So thank you
Celebrate
so
life,
much,
man.
Chris. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Tim. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. If you ever need anything, I'm there for you.
Well, look, I do know, and I just want to let you know that I don't take for granted, the love that you give me, and sometimes people just need to say thank you back.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Anything you need.
All righty. Well, everybody, I wanted to end the show. I wanted to end the show on a good. I can't stop laughing. I wanted to end the show on a good note. And
great note, what a bang.
And Chris is the founder of the Greek Comedy Tour. If you are in need of fundraising ideas, his information is thrown at the bottom. Please get in contact with him. We got his website, his email. He is not in Facebook jail anymore in his IG.
I'm good. My mama's son is good.
Chris, you hold on. I love you dearly. Everybody, thank you so much for joining part 1 of our 14-year anniversary show. And we'll see you next Wednesday, same time, same place. Look, goodbye, everybody. Hold on, Chris.
I got you.
Wow.